Hello? Testing? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh my god, that was like unfortunate timing. I literally went out to just grab a glass of water. It's like, and my mom's like asked me to do an errand as soon as. This is why I'm never leaving my room ever again. Never leaving my room ever again. Yo, Paramitka, how are you? How's everyone doing? Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, Cashvale. Are you Ashvale on Twitch by chance? By chance? Oh, account authentication expired. I was in the loading screen too long. I was in the loading screen too long. I know that happens whenever I'm in the loading screen too long. My account expired, guys. Monka. Do 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 do. I see. Not Icy Watch. You're doing the golem explosion attack from ORBITA. Dude, I'm just here to say hi because Omega tiredness, but I always make time for these great streams. Thank you for being here, Incrello. And stop being tired, Incrello. Every time you're here, Incrello, you're always so tired. Get some sleep. You're tired. Hi, Salamadex. How are you? It's time for gaming. You gotta drink more caffeine. I don't think that's the solution. How's everyone doing? Hi Shimruku. Hi Ice Watcher. Hi Ice Psycho. Hi Chef. More energy drinks is less tired, but you'll be more tired later, Incrello. That's how it works. It's like you don't like gain energy, you borrow energy from the future, you know? And so that energy is just like trying to catch up. That's how it works. That's a problem for the future. I see. I see. Very cute and classy. Woosa, thank you. My mom option select is my mom is in another state in another house. True. Okay, well, I guess it's just time to grind. Let's go grab a house booth. Also, someone was asking about my ORBITA add-ons earlier, so I just want to link them that real quick. On my Discord. Hi, here you go. Okay, I have made some adjustments to my PC for hopefully fixing a lot of the like audio issues. So hopefully we don't have any audio issues today. But basically what I had done was, okay, so before, like a lot of the solutions was literally, oh, make sure your audio DG has high priority, set it on one CPU core or something. And I was looking at my CPU cores. Is the music a bit loud, guys? It's the same volume as last night. It's the same volume as last night. Is it like louder than usual? I could turn it down. How is that? Maybe my mic volume went down a bit because I was updating a bunch of my audio stuff, like my mic and stuff. So maybe it also affected it. That's good now? Okay, thank you. Yeah, just let me know if I need to mess around with any audio balance stuff. Let me know. Talking about loans, I was preparing to eat until I saw the lovely Twitch logo and Jaykun being live, so now I have to drop in and say hi. Now I should go eat. Okay, go to bed, Incredible. Go to bed. Sounds like some of your settings have changed, but sounds good. Yeah, I updated a bunch of stuff. Like my headset that I got, I did not like have the drivers, I guess. I just plugged it in and then it started working. But I had to like download a Steel Series app or something like that, like GG app or something. And then it updated the firmware in my headset. And then I was like, oh, why don't I just update like everything else and see if that helps with the audio stuff that we've been having. One big thing that I'm hoping is gonna fix it. Before this, check out the other one is taken. Um, let's see. Is it this way? I don't even know where it is. Is it this one? Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. Go where you were? Okay. Is it this one? It's taken. Let's just go here. I like this spot. Yo, Michael, how are you? But yeah, one big thing I did was I noticed that my CPU cores were being parked, and that's normal for your CPUs to be parked when it is not in use. But apparently you can do something called disable the core parking, which sounds a little bit scary, but apparently it should be fine. And it basically makes it so that because whenever your CPU does more extra load, it starts unparking the cores and starts using it, right? But the constant parking and unparking could potentially cause a lot of, those audio glitches by it, like, turning on and off a lot of times. And so some people in the, when I was searching for more audio solutions, people said try disabling the core parking so that all of your cores are always active. I looked at like the pros and cons. The pros is that you'll have like everything should be running a lot smoother, but it does cause some extra heat. So I'm just like checking my temperature right now. On my CPU. Let's see, what are my temperatures here? Pros and cons of BDO brain rot. Yeah, I do see that the temperature is a little high. Yeah, it's like 70 to 80 right now. Usually it's like 65 to 70. So I'm a little bit worried about the extra heat. I guess we'll see if like how high when is the temperature that I should be worried about? Like if it goes above like 90 or something like that. It has not gone above 90. So I'm a little bit worried that it's constantly generating a lot of heat. If it's above 90, yes. Okay. It has not reached above 90 yet. CPU, what's our CPU? Above 85 to 90 is bad for it. It is getting quite close to that. Mine's been at 80 sometimes. Yeah, because I was looking at some more audio solutions, Wutaru, and some people suggested try disabling the CPU core parking. And basically that allows my cores to always be working, but that does cause a lot of extra heat. So maybe I might turn down some of it. So if I do core parking to 50, would that work? I also haven't changed my thermal paste in a while. The last time I, changed my thermal paste was when I was building my computer, which was 2 years ago. So Maybe I could look into doing that. Dust builds up over time, even if you have filters. True, yeah. That cause, and it's also summertime too. Summertime is like a little bit hotter too, right? You need to do that. I told you, yeah. Okay, we'll see how the PC is right now, but okay, the weird is it like normal that it like fluctuates so much? Like my CPU temperatures? Like sometimes it fluctuates from like 60 and then all of a sudden it's like 85 and then it goes back down to 70. Cuz I'm just monitoring right now. Is that normal? It seems like I can't like undo the core parking unless I like restart my computer though. Is the fan RPM on that program too? I do have my fans going full blast. Yeah, I have the AIO program. I do have the AIO program, and the fans should be full blast right now. Cooling, yeah, it's full blast right now on the on it. You can Google it. Yeah, I have been Googling a lot. Sometimes power save can cause big fluctuations, like it won't go full blast above 70 degrees. Yeah, this is like the one of the biggest worries I had with disabling the core parking is it because it said that there was going to be a little bit of extra heat. But my it's getting a little bit scary. I mean, at least Google says under heavy load, 70 to 85 degrees is generally safe. But it's getting like awfully close to 90. It's getting awfully close. Check airflow, clean dust, reapply thermal paste, upgrade cooling. I guess we'll see how it runs this stream. And then we'll make some adjustments going forward. It won't like suddenly break, right? Like today, like, you know, if it's like a little bit extra hot today, it won't like my computer won't suddenly explode, right? Surely. Like it won't break in a day, will dry / crack your thermal over time. Okay. Well, we'll leave it like this for today, and then tomorrow we'll make some adjustments. I think a lot of this is like just trial and error, right? At this point, a lot of it is like trial and error and see if it explodes or not. We'll see. If it gets too hot, you will blue screen. Is that how that works? Is that how that works? I see. This is the first time I've ever seen your stream below like 6 hours. Oh, you're just in time, Zatha. Welcome. Okay, guys, if I blue screen, we won't continue stream. Obviously, we'll make some adjustments and see if we can fix this stuff. We'll see. What's my drop rate right now? We're missing about 20%. Oh my god, that's a lot of links. Nice to watch her. I see what you linked 3 links or something. The hell? You only wanted the first one? Okay. You're beating these pillars like they owe you money. I love beating on pillars. They give a lot of loot. There's a lot of loot inside. Where are the monsters? Where are the mobs? Is it bugged? Did someone bug it? Can we go to a different one? The mobs are on vacation? Damn. I know there's a spot here. Yeah, surely the mobs are not broken here, right? Mobs? Okay, mobs are spawning. Her server, no. I just have like this feeling in the back of my mind that my computer will explode. Because it's like getting really hot. Is there order to the pillars? Yes, you gotta go for the skinny ones first. Skinny ones first. Well, you can only hit the ones you have to go to first, if that makes it easier. Shouldn't work out. Like the other pillars won't be hittable. This zone is values girth. I guess. I guess you could put it that way. Yeah. I need to remember where I put my extra thermal paste. I need to remember where I put it. I think I know where I put it, but I'm not 100% sure. I also remember the last time I reapplied the thermal paste, I was using this cloth and this. Oops! Hopefully that doesn't break that. There we go. Now it breaks it. Perfect. Perfect timing. The last time I used this wipe, there was a specific wipe that I used to wipe away with thermal paste, and it like stank up the house for so long. Like the whole day it was like smelling like chemicals. Anyone know what I'm talking about? I had bought this thermal paste that was called like Arctic Fox or something like that, and it came with these like thermal paste wipes to like, you know, wipe away the thermal paste of your old thermal paste, and it was so freaking smelly. It was like very chemically smelly. Isopropyl. It was. I don't think it was isopropyl alcohol. It was like something like, because I thought isopropyl alcohol does not last the entire day, and stink up the house the entire day. You know. It was like some different kind of chemical, I guess. But it was really effective at removing thermal paste. But oh man. I think I would need to do it outside or something. Like if I'm gonna wipe down the thermal paste, I feel like I need to do it outside. Is this Doja Cat? Let's go. Oh, I haven't checked the temperature while I was grinding, because usually when you're grinding, like, more things are happening, right? So maybe let's check the temperature while we're grinding here. Maybe after we go to the auto kill phase. I can definitely, I feel like my computer does run smoother though, with all the cores unparked. But I'm just really worried about the temperature. Is it on a beat, Icy Watcher? The alien dance? Does anyone else have their CPU cores unparked all the time? The different ways I was looking into it too, people said like, oh, you can use like quick CPU, which I do use. And it was not working on quick CPU. So then I had to like go to the registry edit to like change some sort of like line and value for the cores to finally get parked, because quick CPU was not working. You've never messed with parking. Because again, I was like looking at the pros and cons, which was like a lot of the pros were, hey, like your computer is gonna run smoother, your audio stops like blipping. So that was the main thing, was the audio blips. That was like super annoying. But the cons was like higher heat generation. Streamer specific issue for the audio thing? No, I think it's like my computer is just under too much load whenever I'm like running all my stuff, and that might be causing some issues with Windows. I don't know, making the sounds, I guess. I'm not like a very good tech person. I just honestly just Google everything and see if it works. That's kind of how I am with all this tech stuff. I don't really like try to truly understand it. I just want solutions, okay? I want solutions. You have a suggestion? What's your suggestion? What is the suggestion? Again, guys, if I blue screen of death, we will look into it. We'll look into it. Do you open YouTube and green Twitch live? So what if you close it after like 6 hours of streaming? Well, the audio thing is like separate from the ADVgg error, right? The ADVgg error, I don't think it was, because the 6 hour streaming was like the ADVgg thing, right? Which is the encoding. So I'm hoping me reinstalling my drivers like cleanly fix that. The other issue I was trying to tackle was the audio blips, because I'm sure you heard like audio blips during my stream, right? And I feel like that might be like a CPU thing. And I feel like all of the clues point to it. My CPU is not able to.
System says,
Kalia
just raided us with a party of 95.
Hi, Kalia.
Let's give him a warm welcome. Kaliathan the Fantastic 95, welcome to the Raccoon Extravaganza.
Welcome.
Get ready for epic games and endless adventures. Super thrilled you're here. Let's make this stream legendary together.
Welcome everybody from Kilia's stream. My name is Jamie. Favorite animal is a raccoon. We're just grinding ORBITA, and I was talking to my stream about some tech issues. I don't know if anybody is very tech oriented on Kilia's stream. What about you, Kilia? Are you very tech oriented? Do you know about computers and stuff? Are you very tech-oriented, Moody Dawn? Because, okay, the first issue I was tackling was a couple streams ago. For 2 streams, I had run into this error called ADVgg error. The device does not pass the API or something like that. And I was looking into it, and apparently it might be a driver issue. So I had reinstalled my NVIDIA drivers, like, cleanly. I did the whole, like, install DDU, someone's calling me, who's that? Hopefully they don't have to answer it. You know your brother and has I see. Okay. Well, I'm sure you're planning to take a nice, long, well-deserved break after your stream, Kilia, so if you have to go eat or sleep or anything like that, don't let me keep you up. So that was, like, the first issue, was I was having that error, so I'm hoping that we don't crash anymore from OBS. The next issue I was having, is some, like, audio blips, like audio crackling occasionally. And the audio crackling doesn't happen at the start. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you guys can't hear the phone message. What was the thing again? Yes, the audio crackles. So I was looking into it a lot, and there's a lot of things pointed to, you know, allocating more priority to your audio DG, which handles all of the audio stuff. And I did that, but I was still having some, like, weird audio crackling stuff. You wouldn't hear, but chat would. And it's like not that big of an issue. It would happen occasionally, but it doesn't happen at the start of my stream. It would happen like 8 hours into my stream, much later on. And it starts off like you know, once every, I don't know, like 30 seconds you hear like a tiny blip in the audio. And so it's not noticeable if you don't intently listen to it, but because I'm always, like, listening to the music, it's, like, very noticeable for me. I don't know if you read my previous message that you reinstall jars. It could have unchecked that option. Which option? It could have unchecked that option. What is the option that was unchecked? But have you gone into Windows audio settings for your device and uncheck let other apps take full control of this device? How do I go and check that? My previous email. If I miss anything in chat, guys, I just missed it. Yeah. I did not see it. You can blame Kalia Solobadex. Like, Kalia dropped in, brought her viewers, spammed the chat. I can't believe she would do that. Oh my god. But yeah, how do I go and check that? The Windows audio settings, set it, check, uncheck. Let other apps take full control of this device. What device do I let it control of? Hi, Draconic Wolf. How's it going? Going well, going well. We are just grinding some ORBITA, and I was just talking to my chat about some tech issues I've been having. And I'm hoping that those tech issues are fixed now. I had to like reinstall my NVIDIA drivers. So hopefully that one issue is fixed. And another issue I was having was some audio crackling issues. And I'm hoping the adjustments I made have fixed that too. Do you hear the blip or just the stream? I also hear it, yeah. Me and the stream also can hear it. Could be the mic. It's like literally the audio. Like I can hear the music, like Spotify blip. And when I mean by blip, it like literally there's no sound for like 0.01 seconds. Like there's like a gap in the sound, so it's not even like a crackle. It's like literally the sound cuts off for like 0.001 seconds, and you can tell because you can hear Ariana belting her note out, and there's like a little gap after she belts her note out. Yo, Jay, books of buffed already? Not yet. I think we'll get a next patch. I think we're getting a next patch. New S coming? We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully we get a next patch. I was expecting Dosa buffs soon. Yeah, we gotta wait until everything comes. I think there's a lot of people anticipating the global labs too. I've been hearing a lot of passionate people in my chat here about, oh, they forgot about my class and this or that. So I think a lot of people are very, they're anticipating those changes. I would try output to your headset device things. I would try your output to your headset device settings. So you're thinking my headset is causing the audio blips? Because this was happening before and after I had changed my main audio output. Before I was just using earbuds. And when it was earbuds, it was like a little bit, it was the crackling. And then when I switched over to my headphones, it was the audio blips where there was like no audio for like 0.01 seconds. So it could be an audio output thing. They keep nerfing my main class. Well, I think it's just a natural thing that, metas always shift and change, right? So if you were playing the meta class all the time and you were getting like changed, then it kind of what's the word? You're kind of, I'm trying to find the right word. Like, let's say you play League of Legends, right? And you're playing this meta class, and it suddenly gets nerfed because it's too strong. And so you move on to the next strong class, and then it gets nerfed because it was too strong, right? And you're choosing the meta class because it's strong, and then it gets nerfed. Well, it's kind of like, not to say that you're signing up to get nerfed, but like it would make sense that a strong class gets nerfed. And if you're choosing the strong class and it gets nerfed, it's like, it's like you're more likely to get a nerf if you picked the meta class, Just, Main class is Dosa, not because he's meta, but because he's fun. Good. Then keep playing Dosa then. If you think Dosa is fun, and keep playing it even if after it gets nerfed, right? That's the most important thing. Can I ban Icy Watcher? What happened? Oh, you got another Jin drop? Well, I feel like it doesn't really matter after you get your first one, right? Because you can't even wear two. I guess at best it would be an 800 mil drop, so that's pretty good. It would be right-click your audio icon, taskbar, device settings, output, device properties, go to advanced tab, and it's a checkbox there. Okay. We'll see. After we get to the auto kill phase here, we'll see. Unspoken, are you very good with audio stuff by chance or like tech stuff? Oh, were you the one on YouTube? Draconic. Hello, welcome to the stream. It depends on what is going on. So, I'm sure you've heard it before, but we were having some audio crackling or audio like blips. I think I always like mention it here and there, like, oh my god, did you guys hear that blip, you know, in the audio? And so I was doing some changes to address that, and I've always had this feeling that it might be like a CPU issue. So I tried this thing called disabling the core parking. The core parking, so that it doesn't like park, so it's like always active, right? And it's causing a lot of heat. And so we might not do that anymore after today, because I can't change it right now. The stream keeps buffering though. Mention my poor internet quality. Are you able to lower the quality to like 160p? Because you can still hear me, right? Draconic, you can still hear me. If anything, you could try the YouTube side. I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube as well, if that maybe helps a bit. Cola Pepsi 3, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah. But yeah, if you had any like questions about Woosa while I'm live, it's much easier to go back and forth here than on YouTube, because on the YouTube comments we were literally back and forthing after like 11 hours. Like after we were like it would take us like 12 hours to get back to each other, and so it felt like very slow to get the point across. But yeah, as I was saying on the YouTube comments, like, what if it's working for you, whatever's working for you, to, you know, kill the mobs, then do that. Like a lot of the times when you are learning a brand new class, like, you're trying many different things, right? Your playstyle is different from somebody else's playstyle, right? And if your both your playstyles are working for your playstyle, then you should keep doing that, right? Because the way that I play Woosa is the way that I play Woosa. You say that you want to push forward R&B, right? This one somewhere else, because it's a little bit difficult to do it after E, because it has a lower, it has a shorter animation, right? It's difficult to flow into forward R&B, and you want to push it somewhere else. That's great as well. Then you're thinking about your own playstyle and how you prefer it. And so if that works better for you, then do so. You can also hold forward R&B after most skills as well to go forward with it as well. So let's say I use it after like SF. You can do forward R&B after SF too. So it's like a very, very flexible. You kind of think of it as the flowers as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Life Lure is 1, Sochon Field is 2, Bloom Deluge is 3, Bloom Burst is 4. And you can cast them all individually as well, right? You can cast Life Lure from Shift R&B, you can cast Sochon Field from Hotbar, you can cast Forward R&B from most other things, and then SR&B for Bloom Burst, right? You can cast them all separately. So if you need to separate them to put them in a more, advantageous position, since sometimes the mobs won't allow you to stand still to cast your abilities, then do so. Move out of the way, reposition, cast your flowers, and then continue on with the rest of your flows. Have you started incorporating any pre-awakening abilities by chance? There are some really beneficial pre-awakening skills to be incorporating, such as Shift F from pre-awakening Sagunja Chrysant. It provides a 30% movement speed buff, and that can help you get from pack to pack. That can get you help, like let's say Tungrad Ruins. Tungrad Ruins is a really nice place to be casting Shift F because you're always moving from pack to pack in those places. It seems having WRB earlier killed slightly quicker under Z buff, but slower without Z buff. Yeah, you can try different things. If you like having Z buff more often, what I like to do is actually run an Asada belt. And I like to run these BSR crystals with the Asada belt. And this one, I have a pen one, and that gives you 100% BSR every 10 minutes. So you basically get another minute of BSR to work with. Sorry, 6 minutes, because you can use it 6 times per hour. You get 6 minutes of uptime on BSR, that's a lot of extra BSR. And as long as you're over the AP cap, right, then the Asada belt doesn't affect your clear speed in terms of stats, as long as you're above the AP cap. So right now, for me, I'm actually working towards 4 Han Dawn Blacks crystals so that I don't lose AP while still being above the AP cap here at ORBITA, so that I can use my Asada belt. So that's what I'm working on. We just need some more crystallized end times. We're at 47 right now. We need about 53 more. Have you seen my Dark Seekers video by chance? Draconic? Because that is like a good showcase of the Asada belt in action. I was pretty much having Z buff constantly thanks to the Asada belt in that video. Yo, Santukin, how are you? Santukin, are you tech savvy by chance? Are you tech savvy? Depends on the tech. Have you ever disabled your core parking by chance so that your CPU cores are always active? Because I'm trying it right now, but it's causing my CPU to really have a lot of extra heat. And I'm like wondering if I should keep it on par. You've never done that? Maybe I should not. Maybe I should turn it off after this stream, because it is getting really high in heat. I don't miss out, but I do run one Bond BSR crystal with DSR. Yeah, the extra like overflow helps a lot. Hi Nafira, how are you? Yeah, it's getting really high. My chat said that if it gets too high, my CPU gets too high, I will blue screen of death first before my computer explodes. So guys, if I blue screen of death, we'll try to fix it and we'll end stream for the day. How hot is it? It's getting like really close to 90, but it like fluctuates a lot. Like right now it's like 67, and then it fluctuates all the way up to like 86. I guess as I'm grinding. It's CPU. And so I'm like, maybe I should park my cores again. It is also summertime, and I feel like summertime also causes your CPU to be hotter as well. When was the last time? It was when I built my PC, so like 2 years ago. So that's something I need to address as well. I need to fix that. I need to reapply my thermal paste. We were just talking about that too, Castro. Do that ASAP and undervolt it. What TP do you have? I have a i7 13700K. i7 13700K. No DN Intels. I like having bonus damage of WRB early, but I noticed the animation without Z-Buff was just slower than just jumping into WE. Might be doing something wrong though. Slower than just jumping into WE, like slower in kill speed, or just slower in animation. Because if you just do WRB by itself, it does a slower animation. If that's what you're wondering. You have to chain it into something to do the faster animation. How do you know how much to undervolt something? Is there a way to find out how much to undervolt something? Another thing to note, Draconic, is that DSR has some RNG for the attacks, right? I'm sure you've noticed that sometimes the mob turns around right away, or takes a long time to turn around. And so sometimes you just get RNG'd, right? And then in which case I usually cut off my combo and just immediately go into Blooming Death so that I can get the back attacks. How is also your crystal setup? Are you using back attack crystals or are you using corrupted crystals? Have you considered going Ryzen X3D CPUs? I have not considered changing any of my setup. Because I'm pretty happy with my setup in terms of performance. It's just that the occasional audio stuff has been really annoying. So I don't mind having a lower performance as long as I have a smooth time using my computer. So like, you know, like I don't mind not having 200 FPS, just 60 FPS. Hi, Salt Spider, hi.
Holy shit, this guy is hot as fuck. This guy looks like my brother. Wait.
With Z-Buff active, it speeds up the animation and getting quicker kills. Yeah, because Z-Buff gives you 25% cast speed, so, I mean, it does make sense that you would just kill faster with faster cast speed. So I feel like Z-Buff is not, like, don't focus on that is what I'm trying to say. Don't focus on the Z-Buff. Focus on your clear speed without Z-Buff and see if you can improve that. Because whatever you improve without Z-Buff will just be even better with Z-Buff, right? Because you won't always have Z-Buff, right? Having Z buff is, those are your like DPS bursts. Maybe you want to like change it up, right? If you have Z buff, you would do this or that combo. If you don't have Z buff, then you would do a different combo, right? DSR also has a very specific dynamic, right? The way you grind DSR is very different from the way you grind other grind spots, like ORBITA. Like, I would not use the same combo or same kind of same play style for ORBITA than I would with DSR. So take that into account too when learning the class, is that don't 100% focus on your combo at DSR, because that might put you into bad habits with other grind spots in terms of buttons. I would say the best thing you can do is track your cooldowns. I don't know if you have tracked your cooldowns yet. Put your cooldowns on the skill cooldowns, and then practice your muscle memory so you can learn how to improv, like freestyle it a bit. Because knowing your cooldowns helps a lot with that freestyling stuff. You kind of want to get to the point where you don't have to think about what buttons you're pressing anymore. Your fingers just move on their own. And that helps a lot with learning this class, because there's so many different ways you could play this class. That's the amazing part. For me, I like mixing in some pre-awakening stuff. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm just monitoring my thermal, my temperature right now on my CPU. It is not looking good, guys. There's a chance we might blue screen of death. So I'm thinking we might do a shorter stream and then I go fix my thermal paste after. Porter Robinson's in Toucan, let's go. I was reading WRB Z buff. I'm killing quicker with that alternate combo, but without Z buff, it's killing slower than the alternate combo. Yeah, because the attack speed, right, Draconic? Maybe we're misunderstanding each other. You will always kill faster with Z buff regardless. Z buff gives you a huge power spike. So that's why I was saying, try to, like, if you're wanting to improve your combo to kill faster, don't account for Z buff, because you're not always gonna have Z buff, right? But I mean, if you're fine with the current combo you have without Z buff, just keep doing that. Whatever works for you. You're just naturally gonna kill things faster with Z buff for any class, really. So it's like, I'm not understanding what your issue is right now. Z buff on both combos. WRMB kills quicker because it boosts the cast speed to spawn the... yes, that... with anything. Really, it boosts the cast speed on everything, right? Z buff gives you 25% cast speed. I think I'm missing the point you're trying to make, Draconic Wolf. Maybe that's why we're having this misunderstanding. I understand Z buff gives you more cast speed. It gives you cast speed on everything. It boosts your kill speed on every ability. Without Z buff active, the alternate combo kills quicker because it's more direct damage. Okay, I think I'm understanding what you're trying to say. You're saying with Z buff you use combo A, and without Z buff you use a different combo, combo B. Is that what you're saying? If we add some variables to it, you use combo A with Z buff and then use combo B without Z buff. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I get it now. Okay, using alternate. I mean, good. That's how it should be, right? That's what I was mentioning before. Is that when you have Z buff, you will adjust accordingly to what abilities can be used to kill things faster, right? You gotta play around with your different play styles with and without that cast speed, but you don't always have that cast speed, and so I always like to focus on playing the class without Z buff, because you're most of the time you won't be with Z buff when you're grinding, especially in spots where you don't get too many kills. Your Z buff uptime is less than with or without. I think the most important thing is a good barometer to tell if you are improving is your trash per hour. What kind of numbers were you making at DSR? Because clear speed is not just about kill speed. And I think a lot of people forget that too. Clear speed includes literally everything. Moving from pack to pack, killing the monsters, you know, moving and positioning so you can get to the next pack faster. All of that all combines into the clear speed. So how is your trash per hour? Are you seeing improvements with the different combos you've been making? Hi Eddie, how are you? Eddie, are you very tech savvy by chance? How many tower spots? Apparently there's 7. I thought there was 4, but apparently there's 3 more if you just run around. Yeah, there's like 3 more southeast of the node. Only done a couple hours at Agris on average, 30 to 31k. Are you hitting the AP cap, Draconic? Yeah, I think it's like 1490 for the AP cap. Have you seen my DSR specific combo? Because I do have a DSR specific combo, which is very similar to the video we were discussing before. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is the DSR combo. Is it this one? Yeah. So this is the DSR specific combo, and you can see it's a kind of similar to my other like infinite combo, but I add a lot more bursts into it. That was the first video I commented about asking combos when you direct me to the other. Okay, so you have seen it. Have you seen like the full grind session? Because then you can also see like my movement and all that jazz. Because movement is really important in DSR too, getting to that next pack. Especially with, let's say you get events. Right, moving when you get an event is also quite important for increasing clear speed. Because if you're staying in one spot during an event, then you're actually losing out on trash. And the full grind session, the full 1 hour grind session is linked to that short as well. If you, I think I put it in the comments too. It's in the description, the comments. And also has a chain into it if you just click the little play button on the bottom. Try my best to make sure that it's all connected. I'll come back after the kids are down. Alright, I'll see you later. I killed the mid-beginning is the little guys and then move on regardless of the events. Okay, okay. Maybe I missed your answer before. Have you been using back attack crystals by chance? Like the, where is it? These ones? Crystal of Mysterious Darkness. I've been finding that this has been clearing a little bit faster thanks to the extra back attack. At DSR specifically. You are using my attacks. Okay, okay. I mean, I guess from there, it's just simply getting used to the dynamic of DSR and improving your numbers from there. You can definitely push close to 45, 50k with Awakening Woosa once you are used to it. In the video, I had pulled about 47k. And so once you get that, once you get your combo down solid and you just keep going, there you go, number up from there. Have you, for Shift E, when you were talking about Shift E earlier on Draconic, have you looked into cutting the last attack off to speed it up a bit? Because that might be a little bit more DPS. Less total damage, but a little bit more DPS to get into the next skill. Because you can cut Shift E a little bit shorter by holding LMB. So if you do Shift E and then hold LMB, it doesn't do the words into the ground. Because if you hold just Shift E by itself, it does the words into the ground. And that's a little bit longer animation. So that's why in the infinite combo I had posted earlier, I combo Shift E with Shift LMB because you're naturally holding you're naturally holding LMB during Shift LMB to cut the Shift E shorter so you can get into Shift LMB a little bit faster. Those are like little nice cool details about the class. Most simple DSR with Anika was 35k on Awakened Dosa. I seem to only be about 31 to 32k. Might be my rotation spot travel time. What are you just doing a rotation of 2 mobs, Draconic? Of 2 packs? Because as you get faster and faster, you'll need to incorporate a 3rd pack. But just like I can hit 3 on Wizard Woosa, only 2 at the moment. Then I encourage you to take a look at the full grind session for the DSR video that I had Draconic, because I do go between 3 packs in that one, and then you can maybe see what I'm doing in terms of movement. Because again, the like moving with Awakening Woosa, or like moving with any class from pack to pack, right, is very important for clear speed. You can kind of see how I'm going about going between the 3 packs. Wait, Jay, you said southeast of the 4 towers? Southeast of the node. Of ORBITA Castle node. So, this one is a little bit east. It's kind of hard for me to check my map, but it's one's over here, one's over here, one's over here. Yeah, there's 3 more towers, so you should not really have too much trouble finding a spot, because there's 7 spots, and then you got the Marty realm as well. So ORBITA, you should not have too much trouble. Maybe in the beginning, because people were covering those 4 spots. I feel like a lot of people did not know about the other 3 spots. I've also got lower weight on my Woosa, so I have to go to your mount more often. How is your amount of mates, Draconic? Do you have a lot of mates to work with? I think like 15 to 20 mates might be enough to cover the hour. Especially if you don't have any agros, because, you know, you only get 20k agros per day, right? So I don't know how many hours you grind per day, but if you grind for at least 1 hour, you won't really have agros to work with the following hour. After 50 hours on Hoglim, decided to give me a pawn. It took you 50 hours to get 1 pawn? Is the drop rate that low, serious? Holy. 26 storage mains, do you know how to like keybind the mains? It helps a lot to know how to keybind the mains, so you can just be like, keybind, where's my trash? Oh, here's my trash, and then you just exit. Keybinding mains helps a lot. Actually, you don't have to keybind them, so you want to press Alt LMB on the mate icon, and then you can assign an Alt plus a number key for it. So for me, it's on Alt 3. So press Alt left click on the mates, and then it will on this one, open storage, and then I have mine on Alt 3. And so you can do that with anything that has like a little arrow on the top right. So you can do it with like central market mates too, etc., etc. Your campsite, I keybind my campsite. And it's under like quick hotkey settings as well. If you press escape, go to quick hotkey settings, these ones. You can keybind a lot of extra things, like certain pet groups, your loot scroll, your presets for your UI, etc., etc. So that might help a lot with grinding the spot, because you can just like, let's say you press Shift Q, right, to do Stormfall, Shift Q, and then you can keybind and then put your mate in and then exit out of it. exit out as you are while you're still in Stormfall animation. Oh, and make sure that when you are having the maid stew, you have the maid butler command here turned on, because that will allow you to insert everything in all at once. Oh, use a controller? Draconic Wolf? Oh, are you on console? Draconic Wolf? Are you on console? On PC, not a, oh, because it said gamepad, and I was like thinking controller where you said gamepad. Razer Tartarus V2 gamepad. Oh, is that not a controller? Is that like something else? Is gamepad not a controller? I'll look into that. A Razer Tartarus V2. Let me take a look at that. Razer Tartarus V2 gamepad. Oh, it kind of looks like it's like a keyboard mouse thing, like this. I've never seen this before. Interesting. Oh. And you use this with BDO. Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen this before. All programmable to different keyboard buttons, keyboard inputs. Ah, cool. Learn something every day. I use that and a gaming mouse with 12 side buttons, so I'd never have to touch my keyboard unless it's typing. Oh, okay, okay. Is that expensive? Guys, has it already been an hour? What the heck? An hour went by so fast. Gave you everything. Okay. I'm just monitoring my CPU temperatures right now because they're a little high. I'm a little bit worried, guys. We might explode. I might explode. $70 to $80. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I thought it was going to be more expensive. How's your progression in BDO, by the way, Draconic? What are you working on next? Okay, buy this. That should be fine like that. I guess I can pop this. I have a lot of Supreme Old Moon Scrolls. We're probably going to get a drop rate buff in the near future anyways, too. Currently taking a break from main gear progression, saving up for a simple life skill set. Oh. What kind of life skill are you trying to get into? Gathering, bartering, cooking, alchemy? Hunting, gathering, cooking primarily. You know, I always tell myself, Draconic, that I'm gonna get into life skilling and I never do. Like, I have a bunch of life skill gear, but I just... and I don't want to sell it because, like, what if I get into life skilling? But it's been, like, I don't know, like 3 years that I've been saving up life skill gear, and I just literally never... It's, like, rotting in my storage. And every time I have a feeling that I want to sell it for more main skill, like grinding gear progression, on the back of my mind, I'm like, what if I get into life skilling and then I regret it, you know? User horse trainer seals on trainer clothes. Why? What happened? Is it good money? Sell enhanced deck, Icy Watcher. For the new crystals? Oh. When you say the horse trainer seals, do you mean Imperial horse trainer seals? You said horse trainers clothes, like the Manos ones? Oh, fine horse trainers clothes. Oh. Are they like max price right now? I think I used all my horse trainer seals though. I feel like I used all of them on like mount stuff. I can't really check right now, otherwise I'll explode and die. Golden Steel Imperial Training, yeah. I want to check, but this place, if you look away for 1 second, you explode. My life and my crystals will explode. I've already lost 2 gear and tiers here. They're not that expensive anymore, but way back when, how much was like a max price guarantee again? Was it like 5 bill or something? Now they're like 100 mil. You lost a void crystal cash fail? How much are voids these days? Are they still 3 bill? 3 bill still. I guess nobody's really grinding Orzekia, right? Everyone's kind of grinding Orbita right now. So those void stuff must be expensive. Orzekia is still pretty good money, isn't it, right? I need to check out that spot, get my voids. Didn't have enough AP until we got the offhand. Oh. What's your current AP right now, Draconic? Are you able to reach the cap for Orzekia? 1595, I think. You swapped the normal Akrods? Oh, so you don't like break it? 359, 427. Okay, okay. So you're able to do Jordine at least. Draconic. For the Idania armor. You're trying to lose a void crystal? Yeah. I think I've gotten pretty safe now. Like before I didn't know what to look out for, but after those deaths, it's taught me what to look out for. So I haven't really died since. Dang, that was perfect timing with that golem. Sheesh. Every time I say that, I die to something else. Oh no, gosh, real no. Shows you how rich I am? Oh, let's take a look here. Oh shoot. I missed advancing. Oh god. Maybe tabbing out isn't the best idea. Oh, is that a cat? 4 doubloons. Oh. Why is that cat's hand so like detached? Why is it so? It's so freaking detached. I'm 430 ZBs, so yeah, I need Garrett. How's your AP though, Castrel? Are you able to sacrifice some AP for a little bit of extra DP? Because for me, I'm running 2 bitterness and 2 HP crystals, and that's been helping a ton. Well, grinding a Dosa around 1580 without Z. Woosa 1565. Okay, okay. Yeah, you could definitely still grind Orzekia with 1565 AP. I wasn't until today. I have a Idania crystal now. I can get tankier. Inside. Wherever you go, wherever you stay, wherever my way. Everything you are. Future armor means more money to spend on AP, yeah. That's gonna be a nice catch-up mechanic for people still catching up. I keep getting told to go to Nymphomare. Don't think I've got a gear for it. Told it has a lower AP floor than it shows, though. Yeah, the recommended AP is not the minimum AP. And that's a big misconception people have about the recommended AP. So for example, Hex Sanctuary has a minimum AP, has a recommended AP of 1100, but the minimum AP is actually 890 AP. And so you can find out all the AP caps by going to the Garmoth website. If you go AP caps like this. And so again, the what it shows in game for the recommended AP does not mean that it is the minimum AP. Minimum AP is not shown in game. It's something completely different. And that is a big misconception people have. What is the minimum AP for Nymphomare? Does anybody know? Can anyone check the Garmoth link there for us? Actually, this is the auto kill phase. What am I doing? I can check. So, if we go to the new areas, yeah. So Nymphomare says here it is 1451. It seems to be at least 1451 to do the damage. I guess you can't see here. Let me extend it here. So 1450 is the minimum AP. If you're below 1450 AP, you are not going to be doing damage. But in game, the recommended AP is Monster Zone Info. 1660. So again, the minimum AP is not the recommended AP. Minimum AP is 1450 for Nymphomare. So you can damage them. It just won't be that efficient than if you were to have the recommended AP. I kind of wish they did show the minimum AP in game, because it can be a little bit confusing. Whether grind somewhere else and lose out on efficiency, even though I could probably grind it from where doesn't mean exactly I should. Well, the only way to really find out is to try it out. Draconic. Let's see, only, for example, I've seen people grind Hex Sanctuary with 1000 AP. And they're still making like 35k trash, 40k trash there at 1000 AP, which is 100 below the recommended AP. And so, I mean, the only way to really find out is try it out. See how it feels. If it's fun to grind, keep grinding there. Orbita is really fun. Yeah, I know a lot of my friends who are not at the recommended AP for Orbita are still grinding Orbita. 1700 AP. They're still about 100 below AP, but they're still grinding here and still making decent trash, even though they're 100 AP below at Orbita. There's a lot of like auto kill mechanics as well. In these spots. So Ethereon, I'm not sure about Nymphomare, but Ethereon has like something you turn into like a little lightning bolt, and then you just insta-kill the mobs with the lightning bolt, right? So you don't need AP to one-shot the mobs with the auto kill mechanic. Been grinding Ethereon, but it's buggy. Circles is annoying at the moment. Oh, is it? Okay, I haven't grinded Ethereon yet. It kind of feels like I don't have to go to Ethereon, or like I'm discouraged from going there because I can grind Orbita instead, which I find a little bit sad because Ethereon looks like a really cool spot to grind, but I don't know if I'll ever experience it because if I can grind Orbita, I should. And Orbita is really fun. Really fun grind spot. There's a lot of things to engage you with this grind as well. There's a lot of things to think about. A couple different strategies on how to deal with the minions as well and the mobs. Sadly, Ethereum sucks, though the mobs are really cool. Maybe we'll see some adjustments this patch for some of the grind spots. I do know there's one ORBITA grind spot that they don't have matching pillars. Because right now, how the pillars should be is that they're staggered, right? You got 3 skinny pillars and then 3 thicker pillars, right? And there's one spot in particular where 2 of the pillars are the same pillar. And I think they made a mistake on that one. So they might change that spot specifically. So you don't get anything from Ethereum, not even Armor Crystal? Yeah, I kind of wish it was like Ulakita, because you know how like Ulakita, Draconic? Ulakita has niches for the spots, right? Like City of the Dead had the telescope piece, Tungrad had the other telescope piece, Darkseekers had the flame, and then Ezreal had the higher drop rate for the Kabuas, right? So each spot kind of had their own niche for the drops, but it doesn't seem like it's the case for Idania. It's like if you can grind the higher end areas, it's like better overall. Maybe they'll add like a treasure piece in these other areas. Yeah, and also some of the mechanics are bugged too as well. Yeah, I did notice with Orbita, sometimes the minions will cease to spawn. They literally just won't spawn anymore if it gets bugged out. And if you leave and come back, it's still like not fixed. Like the next person that comes, like we just had that earlier too, before you came to the stream, Draconic. I was gonna start a grinding spot, and the spot that I grinded at, there was no mobs. So somebody bugged it out previously, so I had to like find a different spot. So there are some bugs right now with some of these grinding spots. Hopefully that gets addressed in the next patch. Expedition 33 songs. Have you played Expedition 33, Draconic? Such a good game. You haven't heard of it? It is a French RPG, and it's like very reminiscent of classic JRPGs in terms of playstyle. It's a turn-based game, but it kind of feels very real-time based just because of the way the combat works, and the story is so good too. If you like really deep stories in video games, you might enjoy Expedition 33. The premise was also very like captivating too when you watch the trailer for it. But basically the trailer depicts there is this number that's counting down from 100, and it's now down to 33, but basically everybody above the age of that number will disappear. And that's all you get. That's all the clues you get. And then you got to figure out what's happening, how to stop it. And the characters are all very, like, they're very well written. Dark Souls, but with baguette. Yeah, it has a very like Dark Souls-esque kind of gameplay, but turn-based. But it almost doesn't feel turn-based because there's so many things to be thinking about in between your turns too. And the music is also my favorite part about the game. Sadly don't have the money to buy it. So what I like to do whenever I want to experience a game without buying it is playing it vicariously through Let's Plays. That's what I had to do a lot when I was growing up. I did not grow up the most financially fortunate. So we just had the one family computer, and how I played video game. I never owned a console growing up. So the only way for me to experience console games was watching like Let's Plays on YouTube and like walkthroughs, and I would like play vicariously just like by watching. So you could do that too, unless you really do want to play it, in which case, you know, wait for a sale, I guess. Outside video, I've been playing Elden Ring or Ark Survival Ascended a bit. Oh. I mean, yeah, if you like Elden Ring or any like the Dark Souls series, then you might enjoy Expedition 33 because it has a very, like, a lot of people compare it to being like a turn-based Dark Souls kind of game. Very, very good game. And also, again, if you just want to play it vicariously through somebody, the story is also very captivating. Another way I've been really enjoying like watching movies and stuff like that is like recaps. I don't know if you guys watch any like recaps of video game stories and whatnot, but I love watching like video documentaries about people explaining the story of a video game. Recently, I had watched a documentary on a game called Rule of Rose, and it's a very old survival psychological horror game. And those games, like psychological horror games and just horror games in general, are always so very interesting for somebody to like explain and tell the story of like what happened in like the mystery or what had happened in this tragedy. Those are always like nice to have in the background while you're grinding. And you played Ark Survival? I played Ark Survival Evolved for like a couple thousand hours. I loved Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Ascended, I tried it a bit, but I didn't hit the same. It didn't really hit the same. I still enjoyed my time with it, but I only played for like a couple weeks, and I haven't really tried out the new stuff for it. But it didn't hit the same as when Evolved was out with all my friends. What is your favorite map? Draconic, what was your favorite map in Ark Survival? For me, it was Aberration. I know a lot of people hate on Aberration, but that was actually the very first map I played. My friends were like, Aberration came out that year. I think it was like 2017 or something. And I've never heard of Ark Survival Evolved, and my friends bought it for me. And so we had played together, and that was the very first map I played, and I just fell in love with the whole, you know, like dino taming and building cool structures. I would kind of be like the person, the homebody, just like taking care of the things in the house, and my friends would just go tame stuff, and I would just be like building stuff. Looking at the demo, it kind of looks like you could say it's a mashup of Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring. Yeah, the trailer is amazing. It's so beautiful too, like the graphics. Aberration is also one of your favorite maps too. Let's go. What about your favorite dino? What's your favorite dino? Mine's like a toss-up between the Karkinos and the Reaper. Because the Karkinos was so useful for everything, like carrying stuff, collecting resources with the Yankees. Mobility too, one of the most mobile ones as well with a jump. And then the Reaper, obviously because it looks really cool, very strong. Crystal Isles was your favorite top modded map until they made it an official map and ruined the creature spawns. I never played Crystal Isles. That was the one with the different kind of wyverns, right? Like the blood wyverns and all that jazz. The Basilisk. I never really got a chance to replay with the Basilisk. They were always really intimidating. Taming them was also a little bit annoying because you had to like feed them a rock drake egg, and sometimes they just wouldn't eat the rock drake egg, and you're like, second chance to kill them. And also, like, when you started Aberration, there would be freaking basilisks in the starting portal zone. And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way they added those basilisks in that starting zone. That was that was horrible. That was you would just spawn in front of a basilisk and then you would just be dead. Downside to the basilisk though is you gotta have a bass or you'll kill yourself if you fire up close. Oh yeah, the poison breath that it has, right? Yeah. Just to kill him. Seems to be able to place a foundation on top of a light pet, then lower the basilisk over and then drop the eggs there, attacking the bed but can't hit it, and then end up eating the eggs. I think how I did it before was just simply like trap it. Like I would just build a little pen of like stone gateways, and then just be on a rock drake just running around and hope that it eats the egg as it's like running around. So easy, my feelings. But it's been a while since I last played. I think they've added a bunch of new maps since I last played. I think they recently did the remaster for Ragnarok, right? I know Ragnarok was one of people's favorite maps in Ark Survival Evolved. With the whole griffins. Apparently you can breed griffins now, which is kind of huge. You can breed a lot of things that you weren't able to breed before, like Carquinoses. It's so easy. What I do is build a stone box and lure it in so I can't dig and then drop the eggs. Kudomex, one, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, I really appreciate that. They just released Ragnarok on Ascent recently and Valguero. Oh. Valguero's another map I never really looked into. Valguero had like a aberration area, didn't it? I remember some people were talking about that. They had like a aberration zone section where it basically had like all three zones, like a green zone, a blue zone, red zone. I haven't played all the maps. Yeah, I think for me I have like 2,000 hours, so not like too long, but definitely spent quite a bit of time. And yeah, I haven't played all the maps yet. Been on Island, Scorched, Aberration, Fjord, or Crystallized, Genesis 1. Haven't played the other maps yet. Freya! Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Across the water, across the deep blue ocean until the open sky. Hello, baby, I'm trying. Oh my god, I just remembered something. Did you see the whole Aquatica stuff with Ark Survival Evolved Draconic? Because there was like, I think it was Snail Games, they wanted to do like another map expansion for like the original Ark Survival Evolved. And oh man, it just did not look that good. It was not looking good. It's such a terribly buggy map. Yeah, I did not look appealing, and apparently it broke so many mods. Like, some people were still enjoying Ark Survival Evolved, like the original, and updating it apparently broke so many people's like servers and all that jazz. And a lot of the old modders have moved on to Ark Survival Ascended too for modding, so they're not going to go back and fix all the mods for the new weird map, and so it's a little bit sad. Oh my gosh. Even if you didn't buy the DLC, I know, that's terrible. Hi Jace, how are you? Jace, are you familiar with core parking and all that jazz? Because I'm trying something called disabling the core parking, but it's kind of generating a lot of Oh, so sorry. I should have added like CPU core parking, like parking your CPU cores. Because I'm trying something out where I disable the core parking, which basically makes my CPU cores just all be working all the time, but it's generating a lot of extra heat and it's not looking good. Yeah, I've been talking to my chat about it, and we might cut the stream short today so I can reapply my thermal paste, because I have not reapplied my thermal paste since I got my computer 2 years ago, so I'm gonna step away and get something to eat. Gonna be back a little bit. Good luck on the drops. All right, Draconic, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Is it like overclocking? Not really. I guess maybe it is because you're like tweaking your computer to do some more things. Maybe I switched to Jade from Hoglin for a while. Yeah, try it out. Try it out. I know. There's been a lot of good things about Jade. Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna have to cut the stream short here because I'm really worried because the temperature keeps going up, guys. It's like over 90 degrees now. Well, it's not like constantly 90 degrees, but it's hit over 90 degrees, which does not look good. And I don't want my computer to suddenly explode. It's still like constantly going between like 65 degrees to 75 degrees, and all of a sudden it would just literally jump to over 90 degrees. I don't know what's causing that. Because right now it looks a little fine. It looks fine, right? Right now the package says it's like 68 to 70 degrees, which is normal. And then suddenly it would just jump up to like 85 to 90 degrees or 90 plus for like 1 second and then jump back down. CPU temperature, yeah. So I'm worried that it's like working too hard. So it might be time to reapply that thermal paste. Do it now and stream again. I saw it. I don't know how long it will take me. It doesn't take too long to reapply thermal paste, right? But we'll see, we'll see. You'll be fine. What if I explode? Oh, body gamer. Dude, if it reaches like 100 degrees, will I explode? Are your fans working properly? Yeah, they should be. I mean, I just checked them earlier. They were running. But I need to reapply my thermal paste because it's been like 2 years, and I feel like that will help a ton if I reapply my thermal paste. Well, that was fast, Draconic Wolf. That was fast. I thought you were gonna like step out for like your lunch hour, you know, or something like that. We were just talking about how I think I'm gonna have to cut stream a little short today so that I can reapply my thermal paste because my CPU temperatures are not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. They ain't looking good. At home and no job, so I just had to step away and get the food once it was ready. Oh, what are you having for dinner or lunch? Lunch or dinner? Or breakfast? Oh, we can better than suck for this area? I have not tried suck yet, so not sure. But I know that Awakening just overall has been performing a little bit better than suck these days. Boom. Not actually sure what it is. Some kind of rice and sausage stew. I see. I feel like it's still a bit important to know what you're eating. Wait, why rice, ETNS? Does rice have cooling properties or something? Okay, I think we'll take a break after this hour, guys. 17 minutes. And then we'll try to reapply the thermal base. Oh, Milky Way. Yeah. I want to get this situated before the Path of Exile League. Because I know Path of Exile 2 has been, like, when I was playing Path of Exile 2, I used to had to turn off my V2 program, so. Also, I don't think I'll stream PoE2, but I'm sure Wutaro will be streaming. So if you guys want to see our journey, I'm sure Wutaro will be streaming our journey. Ooh, maybe we can start a guild, Icy Watcher. Me, Wutaru, Kairos, everybody else who wants to join up. We can start like a little PoE2 guild. Awesome. 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 Why no stream for PoE2? Maybe I might stream on an alt account, but so okay, here's what happened, Nostichin. So basically, last year, like last December, I started streaming like a lot of games that weren't BDO, and you know, people usually watch me for BDO, so like I didn't get like that many viewers, and the PA partner team was like, hey, we noticed your viewers just dropped. Can you do something about that? And I'm like, oh, my bad. Yeah, let me stream BDO again. And so I'm trying to keep my viewers like above 75 concurrent viewers so that I can stay in the partner program. And I feel like if I stream PoE2, my numbers would drop. But here's another compromise. I could stream on an alt account. I can stream on my bot account because I do have a bot account, JaykunVT bot. And so maybe people would want to watch me there, and then that won't affect my main channel. If people want to watch me, maybe we do. If you've been having trouble with CPUs for overheating, probably should take a break from streaming and let it cool down. Yeah, my CPU has also been having a lot of temperature issues, and I think that reapplying my thermal paste will help a lot because I have not reapplied my thermal paste in 2 years. The last time I applied it was when I built my computer 2 years ago, so I have not. How many times are you supposed to be replacing your, like, reapplying your thermal paste? Is it like every year or something? PoE, will it be free to play this Friday? Yes, yeah, I heard it was going to be free this Friday. So if you want to try it out without committing, that's what you could do. And the league start, or like the new patch, will be out on 1 p.m. PDT. So usually, basically when I start stream usually is when it starts. Like 3 hours ago, like three hours ago from like this current time is when the patch is going to be out. So 3 hours and 39 minutes ago. So I guess closer to 4 hours ago, but that's when the patch will be. So usually when I start stream, so. Every 5 years for is it 5 years? Homebody, it's what? Is it actually 5 years? You haven't had issues with overheating? Dude, in 3 months, I'll be 3 years with the same thermal pace. Dude, we'll see. We'll reapply it and see what happens. See how the temperature will be. I have a bit of money now. I'm thinking of buying a new outfit for Woosa with the horns, and a week later I'll buy PoE. The new outfit. Hi, Michael. What's up, Jay? We were just grinding some ORBITA, and I was just talking to my chat about having some CPU temperature issues right now. Just having some CPU temperature issues right now. So I was thinking of like going to reapply my thermal paste and see if that helps. CPU temperature is not good. Yeah, are you familiar with that kind of tech stuff? What do you suggest, outfit or PoE? Probably the outfit, I see, Watcher, because PoE is something that I just play occasionally. I'm not gonna like play it all the time. But hey, maybe if PoE is fun this patch, you might like replace one stream with a PoE day or something. Are you using an AIO? Yes, I'm using an all-in-one cooler. The only thing I think of why your temperature is going up and down is either your thermal paste or IR cooler or your core performance boosts in your BIOS. That's why I was asking about the core parking earlier. I'm pretty sure it's the parking thing. So I was trying to fix this issue that I've been having for a while now, Michael. I'm sure I've talked about it before. Oh, Alec plays. I just figured out the 3 was the E. Alec plays. Thank you so much for the sub. Enjoy your ad for viewing and all my fun emotes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Check if the pump is running. Like if the fans are running, because I know the fans are running. Because I just checked the app that the pump is like connected to, and it's like the fans are running. It says it's running. What do you mean by the pump is? How do you check if is that something different? How does one check if the pump is running? That's the annoying thing about tech stuff too, Michael, is there's a lot of people, like whenever I look up, like whenever I troubleshoot stuff, like, oh, check if this is, you know, this is on or off, but like where do I even find that in the first place? You know, that's the annoying thing about tech stuff, is that there's so much things like, oh yeah, to do this step you gotta first do this step, but before that step you gotta do this step, you know what I mean? Do you know the model of the AIO? I don't know off the top of my head, but I know how I can check. I can just check the program that I have. Stachi, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. What's the brand? I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sorry. IQ, something IQ. ICUE. Is that Corsair? Okay. Yeah, how does one check if the pump is running? You had one of those die on you. I see you. Okay, I see. I see what you. So what software you're using? Yeah, and the fans were running. I was checking, and I have them at like, you know, full running speed. And it, like, the temperature was like okay before, like I wasn't reaching the 90 degrees that it is now. It's like blipping over a little bit over 90 occasionally, not all the time. Right now it's just hovering between 70 to 80 degrees, and then occasionally it would just go over 90 degrees, like once every, I don't know, like few minutes or something, because I can see the max peak that it hits. Your pump is about to go? Oh. Well, the thing is, I turned on this thingy called disable core parking, and I'm pretty sure that's also what's the cause of it as well, Michael. I was just talking to this with Jace earlier, if they were familiar with like core parking, and how it all started was I was looking into how to fix this weird audio crackle, and people were suggesting, oh, you could try disabling all the core parking, and what basically means that all your, because how it's supposed to work is that, oh, some of your cores are parked, meaning they're not doing anything until it needs to do something, but that act of turning on and off can potentially cause some audio glitches. And so people were suggesting, when I was looking up how to fix it, was to turn off the core parking so that's always going, and that has been a big noticeable difference in the temperature. And so I only just turned it on yesterday to just try it out, and then try it out this stream to see if I'm gonna get any audio glitches. No audio glitches so far, and my games have been kind of running smooth, if I have to be honest. Like, all my programs are running smooth, but it's just temperature is very concerning. I noticed 3 spots are outside Orbita Castle node. It should be fine. Well, they're all tied to the Orbita Castle node, like all the spots. Listen to me. If you don't know how like node investment works, all the mobs are tied to one node. It doesn't matter if they're on a different node. They're all tied to one node. So a good example is Orc Camp, because you know how Orc Camp is like literally like 12 nodes where the orcs are at? They're all just tied to the Orc Camp node. If you invest in Orc Camp, all the orcs will be affected by the drop rate. Same thing with Orbita. So another good example is Histria. Histria is not connected to the History node, or Aukman. Aukman is not connected to the Aukman node. It's all connected to the node that is listed in the Monster Zone info. It's this one. It's all connected to this node. If you invest in this node, whatever it says here, you will get extra drop rate. 300 stack for 16.4 bill for Pachigo, but no money to buy it. I think you can hold it though, can't you? You can. I don't know how long it holds for, but maybe you could hold it until you have enough. I think 16.4 is a pretty decent price for a 300 stack. Touch the thing on top of the CPU and see if it's mildly vibrating. Touch the thing on top of the CPU and feel if it's mildly vibrating. Can I do that without opening up my CPU, without opening my tower? Or is that something I have to like go into the tower for? Because again, my temperature was fine before I turned off core parking. Like it would just be like 60 to 70, like even when I'm streaming. But now it's like 70 to 80 and occasionally going over 90 after I disable the core parking. So I'm pretty sure it's just the core parking that is causing the heat. I do have to say that again, it is running smooth, guys. I haven't had any audio crackles or all that jazz yet. No audio issues yet. So it kind of helps having all the cores going, but it is causing a lot of temperature issues. And I'm like wondering if there's a way for me to improve the temperature while still having the core parking disabled. Because I am honestly liking the performance that it's having right now. I haven't had any audio crackles. I haven't had like video is smooth. My stream is smooth with all the core parkings disabled, but the temperature is just not happy. Try that and the following night it reset. Ah, is that how that works? I see. Did not know. Okay. This is gonna be the last rotation, guys. I'm so sorry to cut the stream short. All this tech stuff is always so trial and error stuff. So what we're gonna do tonight is spend time looking into the issues that I'm having, and hopefully I can fix them. So I'm gonna be like opening up I'm gonna try to reapply the thermal paste, dust out the computer, see if we're still having the temperature issues. If so, then we'll try to disable core parking and find a different solution. But yeah, I'm so sorry to cut stream short. I don't want my computer to explode right before the payway stuff. So, but again, if anybody has questions about anything, you can always go to my Discord and ask me questions there. All my socials as well are JaykunVT, ADVgg. I appreciate you guys watching. We got 2 demos. Sheesh. Yeah, we'll cut that hour short as well. Good luck. Hope it goes smooth. Yeah, I hope that we can fix all this temperature stuff, because my computer is probably hating me right now. So I hope you guys understand. I'll send you guys over to someone for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, let's send you guys over to let's send you guys over to Papa Alicia. I haven't rated Papa Alicia in a while. Okay. I'll see you guys over there. Have a good night, guys. Bye.